Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for joining me a little bit late tonight since I had to have my din-din. Did not want to do my live stream without first having my dinner, because sometimes don't live stream while you're hungry. It's just not a good idea. Make sure you are full and satiated and satisfied before you go and live stream. So that's why I'm a little bit late tonight, folks, because I had to have my din-din beforehand. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I see that Fran is here already. Welcome to Fran. And I will do our little splash video before introductions are in order. So I will see you back here in 20 seconds. Welcome, 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 welcome to another episode of Tarot by Hilary Live. I am your hostess with the mostest, Hilary of tarotbyhilary.com, professional tarot reader and EFT tapping practitioner, here to demystify the mystical and put you in touch with the most beautiful of gifts, your own intuition. Because yes, my friends, do not argue with me. You have intuition. It is one of my most long-held and firmly cherished beliefs that you all have intuition. So, yep, Fran is here. Hello. And I have no idea how you eat so late. Actually, this is early for me. So I'm very glad that I made sure I ate before the live stream instead of after the live stream. Usually if we have like one of our marathon sessions, I usually don't eat my dinner until like 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. That's when it's really late. So I actually ate early. So I'm glad that I did. So welcome to the live stream for tonight. There's no particular topic on my mind. You know, sometimes I'll ask Mr. Tarot by Hilary, what should I talk about? Like, what should this live stream be about? And sometimes he has a good idea and sometimes he doesn't. And tonight he was just like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, that's very helpful. Thank you, honey. So he's in the other room enjoying the replay of women's breakdancing, Olympic women's breakdancing. So we were watching it a little bit earlier today and, you know, having our expert opinions on it. Obviously, we know nothing. And hello, middle-aged white woman knows nothing about breakdancing, but it was enjoyable to watch. So Mr. Tarot by Hilary had no ideas for tonight's episode. So therefore, it is just the live stream. It's an episode. It's here for like your delectation, and we'll do the main pillars, which is the astro-weather from Teresa Reed's wonderful Astro Biz Digest. We'll do the mid-episode reading if people are feeling up to it, and we will do the weekend forecast. And I do have our trusty deck of the month for card of the day polls here. It is Tarot of the Unexplained. That was a wild unboxing last week. So if you haven't seen it, I would recommend you check it out. So Katie is also here. So hello to Katie, hello to Fran, and hello to all of you that are watching either live or during the replay. So let's just dive into the astro weather. I will say that Mercury retrograde has been doing its usual thing. Mercury and Gatorade has been Gatorading, I would say. So let's keep that in mind while we take a look at the Astro Biz Digest for this weekend. Again, the Astro Biz Digest is by the wonderful Teresa Reed, aka the Tarot Lady. Astrology in layman's terms, straight to your email inbox. It is $99 for your long subscription. And I think it's well worth your money and your time. Very easy to digest. Again, astrology in layman's terms. It is geared towards entrepreneurs and business owners, but I have found it to be incredibly helpful in planning my personal life as well. So, and I see that everything is working on both places, the Tube of You and the Book of Face. I am going to run a tech check really quickly to make sure that everything is running. So I heard a little birdie from, oh, fantastic. So Katie is here. The Sheep Station has Wi-Fi. Yay, I can be here. Fantastic, Katie. I'm glad you are joining us. So the other week when we did the live unboxing for Tarot of the Unexplained, I think it was just on the Tube of You, not the Book of Face. And the reason why was I pre-scheduled. And apparently I don't think that the Book of Face is playing very nicely with pre-scheduled lives from third-party apps. So that could have been what happened last week. So if you are tuning in on the Book of Face, that's fantastic. And if you weren't able to tune in last week because you were on the Book of Face and not the Tube of You, you can find the replay on the Tube of You. Just look for Tarot of the Unexplained on my Tube of You channel, and you should be able to find it. So, all right. So AstroBiz Digest. So again, Mercury retrograde is going to be like the biggest thing we've got going on right now. Let me just go ahead and show the link to the AstroBiz Digest. It is thetarolady.com/AstroBiz Digest. It's on your screen. And you can go there to purchase a copy for yourself if you're feeling so inclined after the broadcast. So, let me pull up the Astro Digest. Yeah, Fran said, I went to dinner with a friend. That is good. That is good. That's fine. You know, like people, like I know you guys have lives and, you know, sometimes Friday night you get asked to do something. That is why the replays are there. They're to be looked at your own leisure if you're not able to be here for the live. So we are in the week of the 5th to the 11th. So Mercury retrograde is in the house starting on the 5th. So that was 4 days ago. You know what that means. Travel, communication, and technology could be acting up. Yes, it can be aggravating, but not if you prepare. Do that by backing up your computer, carving out extra time for travel, and choosing your words carefully. Also, Mercury retrograde can be the perfect time to review your business if you are a business owner. How are things going? Do you need a tune-up? Is your website updated or in need of a refresh? Ponder these questions and then get to work before Mercury stations direct on the 28th. So we are in Mercury retrograde basically the entire month of August. We're in Mercury retrograde. So remember, travel, technology, and communication are all the things that are affected during a Mercury retrograde. All right. So for Friday, August 9th of 2024, Friday morning is filled with creative energy thanks to the Moon-Mars trine at 8:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tap in, tune in, and get to work on content creation. Your output could be epic. The Moon-Jupiter trine at 1:55 p.m. bodes well if you must travel today. This aspect is also excellent for meetings, pitching to publishers, and handling legal matters. Take your pick. Slow your roll when the moon sextiles the sun and stations void at 6:24 p.m. You've done enough. Take the rest of the day off. So today, Friday, is a power day for Libra and a weak day for Aries. And I do see that people are in the chat looking to ask questions. I guess looking to ask questions of the tarot. So I do want to remind you, we do have the mid-episode reading coming up, so please stay tuned to be considered for a live tarot reading. And also Fran has just mentioned that too. Once an episode, she offers the chance for one person to win the chance to ask a question midway through. You'll have to hang on till midway. Thank you, Fran, for explaining the mid-episode reading so succinctly. Yeah, so one lucky viewer does get a chance to win per episode. And if you don't win this time around, you just have to tune in next week, okay? All right. So Saturday and Sunday. Saturday begins, let me just put this down. So Saturday begins with a void of course moon, your cue to take it easy. Rather than diving into work, tie up loose ends. Move slowly, or don't work at all if you're able to. Once the moon enters Scorpio at 6:34 p.m., the energy shifts. The moon is for research. This moon is for research, behind the scenes projects, strategy sessions, and financial management. While these activities are terrific for the weekend, the Moon-Pluto square at 7:27 p.m. puts power struggles and frustration on the menu. Meh. I'd say it's best to write Saturday off. Sunday is much better for those Moon and Scorpio activities. Also, a Moon-Venus sextile at 10:40 a.m. is a sweet spot for doing something special for your VIP clients. The rest of the day is free and clear, so enjoy. Both days are power days for Scorpio and weekdays for Taurus. Now, at this time in the broadcast, I'm going to open up the floor if you have questions about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday and the astrological reason why. Please go ahead and put into the chat which day was a little bit strange for you, and I will take a peek at the AstroBiz Digest before we move on to, I guess, the mid-episode reading if people don't have any more general questions than that. And I'm going to hydrate myself. And again, it is another dark and stormy night here. Last week, was it only just last week that we did the unboxing of Tarot of the Unexplained, and we had that huge lightning strike that happened right over here as I was talking about the Tower card? It feels like ages ago. But yeah, Tarot of the Unexplained. It's a very fun ride so far. Today's card of the day, by the way, was the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Saucers. So you can check out what that means on my social media accounts. Yes, exactly. Katie's like, dark and stormy last week too. I know, right? So Fran says, people were crazy yesterday, mad and mean over nothing. Yeah, I saw that too. Like I experienced that too, Fran. Let's take a look. So Thursday, so not necessarily about mad and mean. That could be, you know, that could be the Mercury retrograde. But specifically for Thursday, Moon in Libra, creative work, PR, blitzes, legal affairs, and networking. Lean into this between now and Saturday night, and you could strengthen connections and close every deal. And then also Moon is in a trine with Pluto, elevating intuition. Jot down any brainstorms that arise. They may come in handy later. But again, just like today, Friday, being a power day for Libra and a weekday for Aries, Thursday was also a power day for Libra and weekday for Aries. So if you have Aries prominent in your natal chart, that might be the reason as well. But yeah, I felt that too, Fran. So, and I'm Sun sign Aries, Venus in Aries, and Mars in Aries. So it could be that it was a weekday for you. That could have happened too. Anybody else? Yeah, Thursday was not so nice for me. I will say that. Tuesday was also a little bit hard as well. Moon squared Mars. Public was in a foul mood, and the news could be full of aggressive types. That was definitely happening on Tuesday. So it could have been that Moon squaring Mars was like lingering into Thursday. Could be that too. I'm just one to blame Mercury in Gatorade the entire time Mercury is in retrograde. So whew. All right, anybody else? Also, please note that we do have a new episode of Card Slingers Coast to Coast that went up today, I believe. It is on the magic of the aces, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, episode 106, the magic of the aces. We give some practical ways to use the aces in your magic. I start by giving ideas for specific focuses using these cards like new beginning spells. Jamie uses cards in her magic by using them at her altar, according to her identifiers and directions. Melissa showcases how to read with the ace, the fool, and the magician, proving that you can do readings with a small pack of cards. She also gives Jamie and Hilary suggestions for spells to honor the reading. Oh yeah, that was a good episode. I enjoyed that episode. I enjoyed recording that episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed listening to that episode. So Katie says, I found people impatient of late and I refuse. I'm on a restful holiday. And well, you should be, Katie. Yeah, just because people are trying to yuck your yum doesn't mean you have to allow them to. So yeah, that's another thing with Mercury in retrograde. Impatience, communication, miscommunication, definitely all hallmarks of Mercury in Gatorade. All right. So let's do the mid-episode reading. So people that were asking about, may I ask a question? You may have a chance, but you have to be the winner of the mid-episode reading. So in order to do that, let me go ahead and pull up our lottery jar and our snake and our countdown, which I will move over once we have the keyword in place. Yes. Question you might want to talk about: Mercury retrograde. What do you like to do? What have you found works? Is that a question directed to me or questions that you should ask yourself during a Mercury retrograde? Because both. So there's been a couple of spells that I've done for Mercury retrograde protection, specifically using a Mercury dime, which is something that is used in spell work and sometimes hoodoo work. Mercury dimes literally have the god Mercury on them. And so not every dime is going to be a Mercury dime. So you have to look out for a dime that has Mercury on it. And you can do spell work, or you can make yourself an amulet pouch with the Mercury dime within it. And then any other herbs that you might associate with peace or calming or clarity even. You might want to throw a citrine in there as well, because one, it's a happy stone. Two, I found citrine to be a really good clarifying stone. You can also put a little bit of sodalite, clear quartz, whatever gems you associate with like clarity, I would put in there. And then I would probably put in, I would say, lavender for peace and calming, and possibly like rosemary like, because there is that like old wise like rosemary for remembrance, like I would probably put those herbs in there, and then you can make a little talisman pouch and carry that, imbue it with your energy and with the intention of like protection around Mercury retrograde fuckery, and for calm and peace and understanding and clarity, to like cut through any communications, specifically. So, and then you would charge that and charm that. There are ways to charm talismans as well as tarot cards. It's on my website, tarotbyhilary.com, and look up, there is a search feature, so you can write in charm, and you should be able to pull up that article I wrote about charming tarot cards. Kind of works in the same way for talismans, so you could do that. You could also do some tarot magic, like with the Ace of Swords or the Queen of Swords, to like cut through any miscommunications. So yeah, those would be some general suggestions for spell work, and you know, just having compassion as well, like upping your compassion levels, really helps during a Mercury retrograde. Yeah, you can use an actual dime too. Like if you can't find a Mercury dime, you can use a regular dime. But there are specific dimes out there, and like some New Age stores or hoodoo stores do sell Mercury dimes. I actually got a bundle of them, oh gosh, a few years ago when I was teaching a class for my coven, regarding Mercury retrograde and protections and everything. I think I bought a bunch of Mercury dimes and like gave them out as part of the class. But yeah, in a pinch, you can use an actual dime. Fair substitution. So let's do the mid-episode reading. So we already talked a little bit about it. Fran gave a little bit of a rundown about it. So mid-episode reading, you're going to put a keyword in. That keyword is going to drop your profile into the lottery jar right over here. And then after 3 minutes and 33 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner. That person will then put their question into the chat, and I will pull 3 cards from the tarot for their question. And whoever wins the mid-episode reading also gets a choice of which deck they'll be read from. I can read from Tarot of the Unexplained. It is right here, but I also have the Reflective Tarot and the Radiant Rider-Waite-Smith, both excellent decks. And I also believe I have the Weiser Tarot to hand as well. So it's the winner's choice again, but we have to get a winner first, right? So let us choose a keyword. And I'm going into all the wrong places. Hold on. So the keyword last week was X-Files because we were opening up Tarot of the Unexplained. But since this is just a general episode, I'm just going to say the keyword's going to be tarot. Let's keep it simple. So tarot, lowercase, tarot, T-A-R-O-T. And I will put that keyword into the ticker. Hold, please. Because last week it was X-Files. Let's update the crawler and show it. So go ahead and put the word tarot, T-A-R-O-T, into the chat. And in 3 minutes and 33 seconds, we will pick a winner. All right, so Katie is in. And I'm going to hydrate myself. All right, so far it's just Katie. So this is looking pretty good. Yeah. My brain just chuckled. Yes, if you do a reading for Katie, you will definitely need hydration. All right, I'll keep that in mind. By the way, Liquid Death, Severed Lime, our unofficial sponsor of the Tarot by Hilary live stream. I say unofficial because it's really unofficial. Like, there is no sponsorship. I'm just trying to will it into existence. And also, guys, I don't know if I mentioned this to you. I don't even know if I showed you guys this. But my tapping teacher, Gal Darling, and her team finally sent out the High Vibe Honey, her tapping membership, tumblers. Ah, it is bigger than my face. And it fits 2 cans of Perrier Forever Lime in it with some ice cubes. 2 full cans in this whole thing. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Very, very helpful. Also, you know, not only do you need to be hydrated when you do tarot readings or receive tarot readings, but you also need that for tapping. So, wow, so big, yes. She big, she gorgeous. Perfect for hydration, yes. And I should tag our unofficial sponsor. I've said it enough times, right? I love the can art too. They've also been making different flavored teas. So Mr. Tarot by Hilary really likes those too. All right. Well, this is a foregone conclusion, y'all. But Katie, you are the winner of the mid-episode reading. So go ahead and put your question into the chat. You know the drill. And also let me know which deck you would like to be read from. We can do Tarot of the Tarot of the Unexplained. We can do Weister Tarot. We can do 2 kinds of RWS. And what else? I do have my kippers here too. I feel like I'm a little bit out of practice on my kippers though. So it is up to you. It is your journey. It is your reading. Yep, I do have my, is that my kipper? Yes. Oh, and I also have the Accurate AF as well. And we all know the Accurate AF is, in fact, Accurate AF. Yay. Brent's like, are you feeling lucky, Katie? Oh, I never checked my my other stream to make sure it's working, because clearly the Book of Face is working. No, looks like the 2 of you is working just fine as well. All right, cool. So who knows what's going on? I'm pretty sure it's the pre-scheduling thing that sunk us last week with the Book of Face, but that's all right. All right, so, oh, happy birthday, Katie. See, everyone knew. It's Katie's birthday. She gets the mid-episode reading, right? Since it's my birthday today, I thought a good reading for me would be, what does the tarot have to tell me for the next year? Warnings or suggestions? Ooh, like that question. So Katie, do you have any preference for deck? Oh, that was so, it's so nice. Brian says, oh yeah, thanks for trying to find me last week. That was awesome. All right, so let me take down that ticker, because it's happening. We're doing it. So Katie, let me know if there's a particular deck. If not, if you want me to do dealer's choice, I will do dealer's choice. No preference. Maybe I should go with the reader's capacity to know what is the right deck for now. Let's see. You know, I feel like it's the Accurate AF because I pulled that last and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's right here. And I feel like the Accurate AF, while it is not necessarily kind to me, I feel like it might be kind to you. So let's go with Accurate AF, and then I'm going to give you an oracle card at the end of it just to wrap it up, like in a big bow for your birthday. And let me make sure that I am. Yep. Okay. Happy with that. Accurate AF it is. Okay. Cool. Hold on. Let me readjust. I really do love these Galaxy Buds. And yes, I know they're purple. That is no accident, folks. Like I have a type when it comes to color. But yeah, I think that the Accurate AF is going to be kinder to you than it is to me because I don't know. It does say brutally honest illumination, but we've fucked around with the Accurate AF before. And I think it serves us well. So let's go with that. Let's go with the Accurate AF. And then I think I want to give you an oracle card from the Miracles Now, which is something that I haven't been working with a lot lately, but I have worked with it before. So, and it's right in my eyesight. It's in my eye line. It's right there. So, all right. So the question is, what does the tarot have to tell me for the next year? Warnings or suggestions? I love it when you ask the tarot advice, like from an advice perspective. I think it's awesome. It also does have the ability for predictions. I'm not going to say that it doesn't. But, you know, I don't know. I don't think of myself as a predictive reader, even though I definitely have had that happen. Like, it's just like, oh, everything that you said happened. I'm just like, cool. What did I say? But I don't, like, even though that's happened, like, I still don't consider myself a predictive reader. I think of myself more of an advice giver, someone that's like, you know, like my original tagline from years ago is like the girl next door who reads tarot. Like, I don't, and I feel like to some degree that hasn't really changed. It's only deepened, where it's just like, I'm just going to tell you like something else, but it's like, it's not anything that you don't already know on some level. That is really what I believe. And I'm sure you're all sick of me saying it, but it's true. It's true. I think we all have this ability. And I think most of the readings that I give are just confirmation of something that you already know on some level. So that being said, I love to have the tarot be an advice giver instead of like, tell me my future, you know, because it's just like, it doesn't work like that. It's like, let's work with the cards to bring the future you want to you rather than having it be like, oh, there's nothing I can do. It's just like, just tell me what my future is going to be. And it's just like, let's have a more collaborative relationship with the tarot, shall we? All right. Warnings or suggestions? Awesome. So Daniel here. Hello, everyone. Greetings from Poland. Greetings to you, Daniel. Oh my goodness. We are a world conglomerate here. All right, on to Katie's reading. What does the tarot have to tell me for the next year? Ooh, there's 2 cards coming up right off the rip. I'm going to pull one more card and then pick up the 2 from the floor. All right. Not thrilled by one of these that is coming up. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, we have more cards than that. Okay. Oh, this is a big reading. All right, we actually have 5 cards, not 3 cards. So I'm going to leave that card as the last card. Yeah. And this fell like this, so here. You got some big stuff coming up, Katie. I'm not going to lie. This is here. And then this was here. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. You have got like the full gamut. You are starting with the Death card and ending with the World card. And in between, you've got the Justice card, you've got the 8 of Wands, and you've got the 2 of Cups. So you have like, okay, 3 out of the 5 cards that are coming up for you. And usually I only pull 3 cards. But for some reason, these cards dropped. Like the 4 cards dropped, and then the last card was pulled randomly, or as random as tarot seldom is. So let me put these and forward. But the way I work with the Accurate AF, with it being a circular deck, and some of you guys already know this because you've seen me work with it before, is the first edition of the Accurate AF had keywords around the circumference of each card. And so it's not exactly that I'm working with uprights and reversals, but I'm working with the topmost keyword. The top center keyword coming up is the one that I use to interpret. So it makes it very interesting. And Katie says, Accurate AF is throwing it at me and you. Yeah, big changes. Wow, big changes. Right. Okay, cool. So I'm like having to scroll down to see all of the new messages. So first of all, you've got the Death card as the very first card, and it is coming up bang upright, like literally bang upright death. So when that happens, I use all of the upright meanings and also my own knowledge of what death means to me. So as a tarot reader. So upright is metamorphosis, destruction and renewal, and profound changes. So like this being the first card is not a surprise. It's not a surprise for me. It's not a surprise for you, Katie. Like this year, the next year, it's just the start of a lot of big changes for you. And also like changes that you've been like waiting for. It's like, when is this going to happen? It's like, when is my life going to really begin? And unfortunately, like your life has it's like been a lot of stops and starts where it's just like, okay, now, like this is my year. And then the next year comes along. No, this is really my year. No. So it's been a lot of like that start and then stop process, like a life transformation cha-cha, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back kind of thing. But this is your year. Like this is actually your year, and you feel the difference. Do you know what I mean? Like you actually feel it happening, where it's just like, oh, those were like little glimmers, but it wasn't the real thing. Like this is the real thing. And I really love this particular Death card. It's like, it's in like everything's happening within the skull, within the mind, you know, it's like not, so I think with this particular deck, like this is the reason why I'm so glad that you allowed me to choose for you your deck, because when that happens, or when you like choose it sight unseen, there are symbols in certain cards that don't appear in a traditional tarot deck. And so this, to me, the Death card being everything going on inside of the mind, in the skull, it's just like, it's all year of mindset shifts for you. That's where the transformation really is. It's not about the outside, it's about the internal. You are working with a different internal system at this point. Make sense? Yeah. Absolutely. Cha cha cha. Oh, good. I'm glad it's finally moving. Oh, yeah, it's moving. So that's just the first card. By the way, you guys, if you see anyone soliciting in the chat saying, "Oh, I'm feeling called for you to have a private reading. I have some important message to tell you," like that's a scammer. That's a spammer. Please report and block, and I will report and block and ban when I'm able to do so. But right now, I'm giving a reading to someone. So I'm not going to go and do that right now. But please be aware there have been people soliciting in the chat saying, "Grand Rising, beloved, you know, I'm feeling called to you." That's just like this bullshit. And you know it. Anyway. All right. So that's just the very first card, the Death card. But overall, you know, that's just one card out of the many that is telling me like, this is the year for you. Now, you're also getting the Eight of Wands coming up. The topmost keyword for the Eight of Wands is sudden growth because it is upright. So that's the very first upright meaning of the card, sudden growth. So it's just like, it's almost like, now I know you said like, you're on vacation right now, Katie. So it's just like, I'm not surprised, but I'm kind of delighted that it's like Death card, then sudden growth. It's just like, as soon as you decide to like cut out certain things from your life, that is when the sudden growth happens. You know what I mean? Like that's when everything is going to come very, very fast. And it's okay that it's coming very, very fast because you've been waiting a long time for this. Yes, I understand. I'm relieved for that card. Okay. The Death card. Yeah. Cool. All right. I'm going to keep going and not look at the chat because otherwise I'm going to get distracted. But yeah, that's all I can say about the Eight of Wands. Like the Eight of Wands, it's just like 8 sticks or 8 wands on a plain background. This particular one, it's like this blue sky with these light clouds. And it's just like a brush, like a watercolor on the background. It's like all systems are go. This sudden growth, it's not surprising to you because you've been waiting for so long for this. So like I don't think this happened in a reading I gave this week, but I feel as if I've been getting this message like for the collective that, you know, it's just like, get ready, like be ready so you don't have to get ready. You know, like you want to be in a perpetual state of readiness for all of the growth, all of the abundance that is coming at you. But you're already there because you've been waiting so long for it. So it's just like, I'm ready. Like, give it. Come on, let's go. Like, you keep up with me. Now, the Justice card is also coming up here, and I love the depiction of the Justice card. It's this beautiful, like, formation of rocks, creating this beautiful balance. Now, the topmost interpretation or keyword is karmic lesson. So, again, not surprising with these cards coming up, but it's just like you're asking for warnings or suggestions. Warning, it's coming fast. Warning, your operating system is operating on a new mindset or a new belief system. So, and suggestion is to, it's almost like everything is a lesson this year. There can be, and life is the meaning that you give it. So it could be everything is a lesson, everything has meaning, or absolutely nothing has meaning, and a cave is just a cave, a cigar is just a cigar, you know, an ace of wand is just an ace of wands. So you can choose. It's almost like you can choose your meaning or what your meaning is going to be, because only you can choose the meaning for you. And for some of these lessons that you've been getting, yes, it has been a karmic lesson. And I feel like it's more ancestral, familial, like breaking a family pattern. But for some of it, it's just like some people are just dicks. And there's no other meaning than that. You dig? Okay. All right. And then Two of Cups. Two of Cups is another one that's coming bolt upright. So Two of Cups is unity, partnership, connection, harmony, and commitment. So warnings or suggestions, like, I mean, I don't know if you're necessarily looking for partnership right now, looking for a romantic connection right now. I think it is out there, but I think it is what you make it, and it is what you are looking for. So it's just like this next to the karmic lesson, it's just like, think about what you want and what you don't want out of a partnership, and then proceed. Because right now, like, you're not even, like, it's almost like you're not even in that mindset. And so you're open to it, but at the same time, it's just like, no, I need to sit down and make my pro and con list. You know what I mean? So it's just like, acknowledge what you are looking for before you go out and look for it, which feels a little bit like an oxymoron, but at the same time, it's just like, I said what I said. And I really like this. And then finally, you've got the World card coming up, and the very tippy top is lack of closure. So it is a reversed keyword, but I think it's not necessarily a negative card, but I think it is like, the closure is what you make it out to be. Like, you might not, like, I feel like I've given you this reading before, Katie, either privately or publicly, but it's just like you have to create the closure. Like, no one's going to give it to you. You can't expect some people to do right by you because they're not there. You know, like, they're not capable of it. Like, they don't, like, they're running at that capacity, and you can't expect them to be on your level emotionally. Like it's just, no matter how much you wish it, you can't have other people be something that they're not. And it's interesting. Like, the main thing that I'm thinking of with this card is something that I read in Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life, which I'm not done reading yet, but it was something very specific in one of the first chapters where I'm going to butcher it, but she said something like, one of the affirmations about forgiveness is, I forgive you for not being the person that I wanted you to be. So you may want to write that down, or speak that out loud, or write it down and then burn it, as it applies to whoever in your life that you're seeking the closure from, that you know you're not going to get the closure from them. So you have to create that closure yourself. Now, this could be something that has already happened and you're still dealing with, or it could be, again, that warning or suggestion for this coming year. So I'm just going to get feedback, and then I'm going to pull an affirmation card from the Miracles Now deck for you to complete the reading. So Katie says, absolutely been waiting, trying to get this moving. So I'm happy for the growth to happen. Karmic growth, yes. I'm trying to throw off my ancestral baggage. Definitely not in partnership mindset. So I'll take that as a warning to think about it. Yeah, consider it. And then let me know about that lack of closure thing. It's a lot. And Fran, thank you for being the I don't know, the keeper of the rule book for the mid-episode reading. I appreciate you. Once per episode, one person is given the opportunity to run a reading midway through this week. Katie, 1, come back next week for a chance. Thank you. Again, perfect synopsis of what we do with the mid-episode reading. Yeah. Yes, good idea on getting those hurts closed off. I will note that saying of Louise. Yeah. Because sometimes, you know, I look at this stuff, like I'll read stuff like from Louise Hay, and I'm just like, okay, this is bullshit, or this is too cutesy for me, or this is too like, ooh, I don't know if I'm evolved enough for that. But like that particular saying, like really like, oh, I forgive you for not being the person I wanted you to be. Like, damn, like can't we all use that kind of affirmation? Can't we all think of someone in our life where we can extend that kind of forgiveness to? Like, I forgive you for not being the person I wanted you to be. And this could be a person that's still alive. It could be a person that passed away. It could be any number of people, or it could be multiple people in your life. But it's just like, I forgive you for not being the person I wanted you to be. Like that can create closure for ourselves when we're not able to get the closure that we want from other people. All right. So I'm going to pull an affirmation from Miracles Now, which is another Gabby Bernstein deck. So she also has this one. I feel like this is one of her first ones. And then she did the Super Attractor, and she did the Spirit Junkie, and I think there was another one that she has that I don't have. Yeah. So Fran says, I read something this week about ancestral baggage. I sneezed, so it's gone. Yeah, I mean, like, put it in Dr. Google about ancestral baggage. All right, so, and finally, to close off Katie's reading, because there can be only one winner of the mid-episode reading each week. You're going to have to come back next time around if you did not get a reading this week. So the affirmation, ooh, interesting. So talking about forgiveness, the affirmation that you're getting is releasing anger from the past sets me free in the present. Again, releasing anger from the past sets me free in the present. So that's the mid-episode reading. I thank you to Katie for being our lucky winner this week. For those of you who are asking, oh, I would love a reading, or you know, you just have to either wait until next week or we do the mid-episode reading again, or you can book a reading with me, www.tarotbyhilary.com. That is the only place to purchase a reading from me. I do both tarot readings and tapping EFT sessions, and a combination of the two if you would like. So I do see that we had a couple of people asking about, you know, questions and how to get a reading. That is the only way to book a reading, because we can only have one free reading per episode. Katie says, thank you so much for that reading. I appreciate it very much. You're very welcome, Katie. And happy birthday. Happy birthday, and thank you for spending your birthday with us. You know, that's so nice. I appreciate it so much. All right, I'm feeling generous. So for those people that are asking for readings in the comment section, I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards. I'm just going to pull one for each person. And if they're still here, that's fine. If they're not still here, that's fine too. So I think I'm going to put away the Accurate AF because I love it, but I think we're done with that for right now. And I am going to grab my Radiant, and we're going to do a little bit of a rapid fire. So anyone that's still here, let's take down the comment snake. Okay. And we're gonna do some rapid fire stuff. So let's see. This person before may ask a question for me. I don't know what the question was, and I don't even know if they're still watching, but I'll pull one card for you. This is going to be true drive-by. In true drive-by tarot fashion, one card for you. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is actually a really good sign. So it's a card of networking. It is a card of sudden monetary windfalls as well. So if your question was about finances or how to take your business to the next level or how to take your career to the next level, you got to network. You got to talk to people. All right. Let's see. Who else? I'm just scanning through here. There was another person. Daniel, if you'd like a card, I'm going to pull one for you. Just a quick general message. You're getting the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is really good as well. Actually, there's no bad card so far. Phew. So Four of Wands is about celebration. Can be about partnership. Four of Wands typically is a card that suggests marriages or family gatherings or family reunions. It's got a touch of nostalgia to it. With the Four of Wands, it's just like, remember to celebrate. Remember to not take, I guess, life too seriously. And when you're in the midst of like working towards a goal, remembering that you have to take some time to see exactly how far you've come, you know, before putting your nose back down to the grindstone. Rasa. I'll pull a card for you. By the way, guys, I never do this. I never do this. Katie and Fran can attest, I never do this. Because anytime I gear an episode solely to one card readings, no one shows up. And then anytime I teach, there's a bunch of people asking for readings. So it's like, I can't win. So Rasa, you have the Page of Pentacles reversed. So Page of Pentacles reversed, it's someone that's just at the beginning of their career. Could also be a message about career, about money. But with the reversal, it's just like you're not as much in the driver's seat. You're more of the observer right now. It's kind of a wait and see card, especially about finances, a career, money. Grounding as well, because pentacles are ruled by the element of earth. So make sure that you're doing things for yourself to ground you in what you're doing. Make sure that you're feeling stable before you start taking some risks with your career. Otherwise, it's going to feel really, really unstable and really, really unsafe. Find that safety within your body before you go out there and take your next steps. And Fran is confirming, nope, never, ever. Exactly. Fran, did you want a card? It seems only fair. Though Fran has gotten full readings. You're very welcome. All right, sure. All right, Fran, how do I put this? So Four of Swords reversed. Usually Four of Swords when upright is about rest, relaxation, recuperation, meditation, making sure that you're like taking the time to like recoup your energy. The Four of Swords reversed can be read in one of two ways. It can be like, okay, playtime, like rest is over, playtime's over, it's time to get to work. Or it can be more of the same. It's just like, no, 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 no. Like, are you actually resting? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, are you resting, or is this just the illusion of resting and you're just like kind of waiting out the clock? Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, no, 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 I'm resting, I swear. And then it's just like, you're looking at your phone, like checking your messages. So it's just like, the cards see what you're doing. Allow yourself to really rest when you say that you're resting. All right, I think I got through everyone. See, and when I'm in the mood to do one card like drive-by readings, I'm like, let's go. It's really fun. I should probably do it on the Talk of Tick. It feels like that's the platform for it. Again, I have done my first live on the Talk of Tick, and I don't know how to feel about it. Oh, yes. Well, talk to the god of hot flashes. I have been. I think I'm starting to get them. I think I am. But you could probably tell me for sure, because it's just like, if you're not sure that you're getting hot flashes, it's probably not a hot flash, I would guess. But there have been moments where I'm just like, why do I suddenly feel completely drenched and I feel like I'm going to jump out of my skin? So I might be within that realm, or starting to be within that realm. So, you know. Thank you for all of these readings. Yes, I do think TikTok is that place, not that I'm not on it. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, I love this live stream, guys. Like, I enjoy spending my Friday nights with you. I enjoy teaching about tarot. I enjoy giving the mid-episode reading. But, you know, some of these young whippersnappers on these different social media platforms, some of them are good. And I think their tarot skills are on point, you know, and, you know, as a professional reader, you can tell the difference. You just feel it. You can feel the authenticity versus the disingenuousness. And so I do think there are some people that are on a platform that have the gift of gab, and they're good at marketing themselves, and they're flashy. But when it comes time to giving the readings, I'm just like, that is not what that card means. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that is not what that card means. Like, what are you doing? And then there are other readers that I think are very well meant for the platform, and their readings are like, oh, okay, like, okay, there's something here. So, and I don't know where I fit in with that energy. And I don't know if I do fit in with that energy. So Katie says hot flash is like embarrassment, a heat 1,000 times. Okay, maybe I've had something that's hot flash adjacent then. Fran says, I don't get the tube. Yeah, I still don't get the tube. I'm on it. I would consider myself a YouTuber, but I don't know if I get it necessarily. Katie says, I'm done with having so many social media platforms. I've stopped at the Talk of Tick. I let people send me clips, but I watch it in Chrome. Yes, I hear ya. Like, Fran says, like, I don't understand oatmeal raisin cookies. Exactly. I think that is probably the most well-adjusted way to think about social media platforms. There's one social media platform that's chocolate chip cookies, and then there's another social media platform that's oatmeal raisin cookies. And if you prefer chocolate chip cookies, then eat your chocolate chip cookies. And if you prefer your oatmeal raisin, go for your oatmeal raisin. I'm not one to judge. So I think we should all think about different social media platforms that same way, and not not feel like you have to be on every single one, even though I do feel like I have to be on every single one. But most of the time, I am focused on 1 to 2. And then the rest of them, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, that's fun. You know, that's like playtime. It's not actually something that's driving my business. So Katie says, I like the tube, but I use it for getting music a lot. I like, there's some things that I found on the Tube Review that I haven't found anywhere else. Like there's this really cool person that creates subliminal messages underneath music or music mixes. I really like it. And sometimes I'll put it on in the background, like while I'm doing my work. And I like it. I enjoy it. So, right, exactly. So Fran's just like, well, you run a business. Yes. But even so, there are some platforms where I just like, I'm saying, yes, I'm doing this for my business. And then I just keep scrolling for hours and I'm not doing anything for my business. So I have to be very mindful about my consumption. There is that cycle of creation versus consumption. And I do have to remember my human design is a manifester. So I am supposed to be creating more than consuming, or at least starting the creation and then passing the baton to somebody else. So Katie says, YouTube is my free MTV that has lots of different cultures like K-pop and classical. Yeah. And YouTube for meditation music or just rain falling sound. There's a really good one for sleep as well that has a completely black screen. So that's nice to be able to put that on and then put in my, my Bluetooth headband. They're called, oh gosh, why can't I remember the name of it? I haven't used them for a little while because I haven't had the need to, but Dream, what is it? Right here. Right here. Gathering Dust, Dormies. So they're Dormy Bluetooth headphone headbands. So these ones are the sleep ones. So they're flat. So this is actually the headphones here and here. And then you've got the controls on this side, and it is Bluetooth, and you can charge them up. And so I'll put on something like that, like with the black background, YouTube music for sleep, and then hook them into the Bluetooth and then listen to that while I'm going to sleep. So very helpful. All right. So we've had a lot of stuff going on in this live stream. So thank you all for participation in the mid-episode reading and an impromptu drive-by one-card tarot polls, which like I never do, as Fran and Katie can attest. So let's do the weekend forecast. Is anyone feeling a particular oracle deck? We've got the Work Your Light Oracle. We've got the Starseed Oracle. We have the Miracles Now, which is more of an affirmation deck. We've got the Super Retractor. We've got the Spirit Junkie. We have the Visionary Oracle. A lot of oracle decks, man. And this is not even all the decks that I have. I have more decks in the other rooms, so, but I'm not getting up. Yes, so Fran says, I found the meme. As you focus on clearing your generational trauma, do not forget to claim your generational strengths. Your ancestors gave you more than just wounds. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. And if you're looking into doing ancestral work, Nancy Hendrickson, who we had on Card Slingers, came out with a book on tarot. Is it called Ancestral Tarot? I am not going to remember the name of her book. I'm going to have to look that up. Hold on one second. Ancestral Tarot. I was right. Woo! I've still got it. Yeah, so the book is called Ancestral Tarot. And Ancestral Grimoire. Yeah, Ancestral Grimoire was the book that came out, wow, September of 2022 that came out. Excellent book. And I would really recommend reading that book and working through the exercises in that book, and you can work on that book like you can do. It's like a work of a year, really. So, and it helps you use the tarot to maybe identify ancestors that you're not familiar with. So from the cover blurb, most of us know our immediate family and maybe even a generation or two beyond, but few of us are attuned to those who lived earlier. Many of us have forgotten how to keep our own stories alive. This is where the ancestors come in and where this book begins. It's a guide to reconnecting with your ancestors. It will show you how to access their unique wisdom, their magic, and create your own personal ancestral grimoire, a spell book or book of shadows unique to you and your heritage. Through divination, intuition, and sometimes a little luck, you will learn the magic of each ancestor and how you can use their gifts to make your life richer and more fulfilling. Now, I do have a copy of that book, and we did do an interview on Card Slingers with Nancy. So I would highly recommend you check that out. I'm pretty sure we did. Yes. It's a while ago, but yeah, that hits so many spots. And Fran's like, oh, it hit me hard. It's just like, okay, you know, that's also a really good thing about this live stream. If one of us gets hit with some profound shit, like, we share it. We share it amongst each other so that it's easier to hold and to carry. Oh. Yeah, I can't even remember what episode that is. But you all have way more knowledge of card slingers than I do. Okay. Podcasts and shows. Let's see. Yeah. So that would be episode 77, We're All Family, with Nancy Hendrickson. She helps us deep dive into her world of writing, family history, and her art of healing with blends of tarot. Nancy says, the more you know about family, the more you know about yourself. People want their stories told. Ancestral Tarot and Ancestral Grimoire. Can't believe wow, that came out in May of 2023. And that was episode 77. And we're on episode 106. So, wow. We've been doing this stuff for a while, huh? All right, any thoughts on Oracle? Oh, and if you're wondering what me and Mr. Tarot by Hilary are watching lately, we have just started the Newsroom, which came out ran from 2012 to 2014. It's the one with Jeff Daniels and Sam Waterson about a newsroom, clearly because it's called the Newsroom. And was written by Aaron Sorkin, who also did The West Wing. So for some reason, I was just like, let's watch this. And so now I think we're 5 episodes into the first season, and we might have stayed up a little too late last night watching some episodes. So so that is what we are going to be doing for the rest of the evening, is probably watching more of the newsroom. And then we have to go to bed because I have a long day tomorrow. I have reading with a new client and a closing retail shift. So, and again, if you would like to book a reading with me or a tapping session with me, you can do so at tarotbyhilary.com. So no thoughts on the Oracle deck? You guys just want me to pick one? Happy to do so. Oh. I think we should do Work Your Light, because I feel like we've been leaning very heavily on Starseed Oracle as of late. Katie says Reader's Choice. All right, Reader's Choice it is. Yeah, let's go with Work Your Light. What's the one with the crayon colors? One with the crayon colors. This one? Is it this one or is it this one? Yes. I can pull two. So is it this or is it this? Is it Spirit Junkie or Visionary? So this one's a Visionary, this one's a Spirit Junkie. The one in your left hand. My left or your left? This is the left. Spirit. Okay, that's what I thought. Now, isn't that weird that it's just like the one with the crayon colors? I picked up what you were putting down. Okay, so I say we do Work Your Light and Spirit Junkie, because Spirit Junkie is an affirmation card and Work Your Light is more of an oracle card. So let's go with, let's do Work Your Light and then we'll do Spirit Junkie. All right, so. And just a reminder, we do this every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or in this case, 6:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I needed to eat something. Otherwise, I would not have had the energy to do this. And we are into the weekend forecast. So first, from Work Your Light, which is Rebecca Campbell with artwork by Danielle Noel. Rebecca Campbell is author of Light is the New Black and Rise, Sister, Rise, as well as the Oracle decks Work Your Light, Starseed Oracle, the Rose Oracle, and I think Sacred Stones, I think, is her latest Oracle deck. All right, what do we need to know for this weekend? From the Work Your Light. Ooh, it's really pretty. So we're getting birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. That's a really pretty card. So that is an activation card, I believe. Yes, 104. Okay, so birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a world into being. Often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. Right now, we're in a transition period between ages, in the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new one to rise. Like driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities and ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass. You are a part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time. Dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, Essenes, priestesses, witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from times past. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. So the activation that goes with this card, if you happen to have this deck at home, the Work Your Light, you can hold this card to your heart and say the following words, or you can always chant these words, even if you don't have the card, or tap these words if you know the tapping points. Actually, I'm feeling guided to tap them in, so I'm gonna. I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me. Please lead me. Please show me the way. And so it is. So that's card number 1. And you can feel free to do that tapping again on the replay and pause it if you need to. And now, by popular request, The Spirit Junkie, which is by Gabby Bernstein with artwork by Michaela Ezra. Gabby Bernstein is author of The Spirit Junkie, Miracles Now. Gosh, she's done a lot of books. I can't remember how many books. Let's see, what else? Universe Has Your Back, Super Attractor. She was on Super Soul Sunday. Yeah. So this is more of an affirmation deck, but it can be used as an oracle deck all the same. And what we need to know this weekend from the Spirit Junkie, what information, affirmation we need to take with us. My high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. So talk about the crayon deck. What's the one with the crayon colors? Notice, Fran, you must be psychic. My high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. That is our affirmation for the weekend. Because not the entire deck does not look like that. There are other, see, there are way different cards. So you wanted the crayon colored deck, you got a crayon colored affirmation card too. All right, I think that'll do it for tonight's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, once again, happy birthday to Katie. Thank you for being a loyal viewer. Let's see. We have episodes coming up. So every Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have episodes coming up on the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th of this month. And the 30th of this month might be the unboxing of September's deck of the month, or it could be the anniversary show, because we have been doing this show for 5 years now. 5 years. It's our 5-year anniversary as of August, which we're in right now. So I usually do an anniversary episode to talk about different episodes that we've really loved over the last 5 years, different episodes that I've enjoyed teaching, different episodes that you've enjoyed learning from. So start thinking about those episodes, because we have a lot of them to choose from. And if this is your first time watching either the live stream or the replay, go back into the archive. We have 5 years worth of episodes to choose from, and you can also search them as well. If there's a particular topic that you want to learn about divination, about tarot, about magic, there's a bunch of them to choose from. So take your pick and enjoy, and feel free to comment on those past episodes, because I see them. I see those comments. And if you do enjoy this live stream or this channel, please follow, subscribe, click the bell to be notified of new episodes or new videos being posted. I'm not only a tarot reader, I'm also a tapping practitioner, and I've been adding tapping videos to this channel as well. So feel free to give me a follow if you're feeling so called, and book a reading with me as well, because if you guys don't book readings, I don't have a job. So book readings with me. If you're liking the cut of my jib and you think I'm the right reader for you, please go ahead and book a reading. I would love to work with you. So once again, I am Hilary, professional tarot reader and EFT tapping practitioner, here to demystify the mystical and put you in touch with the most beautiful of gifts, your own intuition. Because yes, my friends, do not argue with me. You have intuition. Have a fabulous, fabulous weekend, and I will see you again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye.